My name is Judy Miller, and I host the basic training webinars. And this month, I asked permission to do some Make It, Take It workshops. So the best way to do this is to have the webinar on one screen and another screen with your Infusionsoft opened up. I'm going to try to go slower. Dan, if I'm going too fast, or Jennifer, if I'm going too fast, tell me to slow down because it takes me less time and it probably takes you more time to grab something. So again, my name is Judy Miller. Just to let you know, I am the person in the white in that picture, not the angry bird. But my birthday's on Halloween, so that's a funny picture. And we have a small group today, so it's a little bit more intimate, which is nice, so that if you guys have lots of questions at the end, we can answer them. And this is a pretty darn easy campaign, but you get to make it your own. And what we'll be doing on this webinar is we're going to create and publish a new customer welcome campaign. When somebody becomes a customer, this is what you would put them in. And I thought of something this morning that I think is really apropos and very profound. The word serve is in the phrase customer service. Service, service, service. Just because somebody already purchased doesn't mean you're done with them. It really is just the beginning. Customer service is so important. I'll give you an example. I went to Wild Buffalo Wings. I had a horrible experience. I won't tell you all about it because I don't want to waste time, but I will never eat there again, ever, 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 ever. But I went to In-N-Out Burger and I had a wonderful experience, and I go there all the time because they were so awesomely nice to me. I said, I don't really want French fries because you guys give me too much. And when I went and sat down, they gave me a little teeny thing with like 5 French fries in it, and I thought that was so cool. When you have a bad experience, you don't talk about it. When you have a good experience, you talk about it. When you have a bad experience, actually, you probably put it on social media and talk about it to everybody. You want people to be happy, not upset. Think of the word service with customer service and how after someone becomes a customer, how you can make the experience better. It is really hard to get somebody as a customer. Keep them so they'll refer you out to other people and they'll buy more from you. So think about that when you're thinking about a customer. Customer service, the word service is right in there. So let's do this. What we're going to do first is open up Infusionsoft. I'm going to need a guide. So Dan, I'm going to give you guys some time, and if Dan says there or ready, I'll know to move on. I will pause and let you guys catch up. If you guys need more time, just talk to me in the question box. That's how I'm going to communicate with you guys so that everybody's not talking over each other. And hopefully you'll be able to have this on 2 screens, but I am recording it. It will be on our YouTube channel. I have a bit.ly link for you at the end of the webinar. You guys can go there probably at lunchtime and be able to see the recording. So is everybody ready? One person needs to write down in the question box that they are ready. Perfect. So let me just log in here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to hover over the Infusionsoft logo. We're going to come over to Marketing and click on Campaign Builder one time. Once you get to the Campaign Builder, you can say I have lots of campaigns in here. We're going to go over to the right where it says Get Campaign Templates and click it one time. That's going to open up your campaign template repository. That's what I like to call it, in our marketplace. We're going to come to the little search right underneath the guy, Matt O'Brien, and we're going to type in customer welcome. And once you type in customer welcome, you're just going to hit the little magnifying glass, and Infusionsoft will bring up everything that has to do with customer welcome. I'm going to type in new customer. Brings up the same stuff. Once you're there, you're going to come to the new customer welcome in WOW, and you're not going to hit the more button. You're actually going to hit the little white install button one time, and Infusionsoft will do that little tick, 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 and it will actually put that campaign right into your Infusionsoft. Once it says it's successfully imported, just hit OK and it will bring you back into your campaign builder. So let me know when you're there, a couple of you, and we'll move on. Perfect. Now we're going to double click the new customer welcome plus wow campaign, and we're going to change some things on this. First of all, you guys can take these notes and just move them out of the way so they're not squishy and in your face, but I'm going to delete mine just by highlighting them and hitting delete because I don't need them. I'm going to show you a little trick. You can also left click and grab your whole campaign, and as long as everything has an X on it, you can move it. You can also hold your shift key and you can make it bigger or smaller. Now, if you notice on the left, there's employing a new customer. These are traffic sources that we don't have anymore. And I talked to the guy that works on this and told him to get rid of those because we don't have them anymore. So just go ahead and highlight those and X them out. The top one that says Start New Customer Welcome Plus Wow, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move that one up. Go ahead and click the little icon in the left-hand corner. Open it up. And we're going to change the goal from Applies a Note by clicking the little button going down. We're going to change it to Applies a Tag and hit Save. That should change the icon to a little tag. And let me know when you're there. Perfect. What that's telling you, hi Brenda, what that's telling you is if someone purchases a product and you're not using Infusionsoft's e-commerce and you actually tag them, so if you're back at an event and somebody purchases and you tag them, they will drop into this new customer campaign. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to double click the tag, and the tag builder is going to open up. And we're going to tell Infusionsoft what tag we want to start this campaign. And the tag we're going to create is going to be called Start New Customer, and spell it right, campaign. Type in Start New Customer Campaign so you know exactly what that tag does. Hit the Create button and then hit Save. And yes, Jack, you will get a recording. I'm going to send you the link probably around right before lunchtime. Lunchtime in Arizona. You can also come here and double click underneath the tag and move End Wow down so it's not so squishy, so it doesn't bleed into the rest of your campaign. If you notice it's turned light green with stripes, it means it's ready. Now we're going to come down to the shopping cart and we're going to double click it. If you don't have a shopping cart, you'll just start with a tag. If you're using Infusionsoft's e-commerce, you will have the shopping cart logo or icon. And you can decide, is this any purchase that I want to put them into this part of this campaign, or do I want a specific purchase? So if you're selling t-shirts and vitamins, you may have specific purchase so that thank you for purchasing our t-shirt, thank you for purchasing our vitamins. But if it's just any random, you can do any purchase. If you use an order form stand, it's the same thing. It's still a purchase. It still uses a link that is connected to Infusionsoft. If it's a specific purchase, you choose the purchase that you want them to have, what product it goes with, and then you can just recreate this for each product. Double click, I want it for any purchase, and hit Save. Now it's okay if you don't have this shopping cart here, if you're not using e-commerce, you can just start the campaign out with a tag. If you're going to have a link or send a link to people with a buy now button or an order form, they can come in two ways. Either they come in with a click of a link, or you put a tag on their record. Since we have that portion done, we're going to come to our new customer welcome plus wow, and we're going to double click inside the clock 2 times. So Brenda, if you have your own shopping cart, you'd start it with the tag. As soon as they purchase, you'll have to check and see if they purchased and put a tag on their record, unless it's like one shopping cart and it has an integration with Infusionsoft. I'm going to grab this and move it over a little bit. And now the start button, it automatically starts, and as soon as you put a tag on or somebody purchases, it's going to send that first email. Now you may decide, I want to wait a little bit. I don't want them to get that email immediately. If you want to wait a little bit of time, maybe 15 or 20 minutes, just go ahead and get rid of the arrow. Move the start over a little bit. Grab a timer. Connect the timer to the email. Double click the timer, and then I'm going to wait 15 minutes. Any day of the week. Save. So I don't know if you're like me, but when I go on Etsy or if I go on eBay and I buy something, I'm there searching for other stuff. I don't go to my email to check my emails. I'm pretty well lost in there for about a half hour, 20 minutes. So if we wait 15 minutes before sending the first email, they'll probably be more apt to get that real quick and see it and open it. If you don't want to wait, just get rid of the timer and put your arrow back. When you put a tag on someone's record or they click a link and have a successful purchase, they're automatically going to get this email called Welcome to the Family. Let's go ahead and double click that envelope and open it up. Now, because this is done very generically, it's going to come from your company and your company's email address. If you need to change it, just put another email in there. So if Jane sells something and I'm the one that's shipping it out, or we're not going to go over fulfillment, but if they become a customer and I want any reply that they make going to Judy Miller, because I work for Jane, you can put Judy Miller's email address here. It doesn't have to be a user inside Infusionsoft application. Thanks for your purchase is the subject. You can change that to whatever you want. You can say thank you for your purchase on. You can come to the merge field. This is a cool little tip. You can come to date and you can grab current date. So it will say, hey, thanks for your purchase on February, blah, 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 blah. Now we're going to scroll down and you can see there's this little funny image right here. When we put this in our campaign repository, that image kind of got smooshed. Let's go ahead and double click that image. And you can either add your logo, you can add a We Love Our Customer banner, you can add thank you for your purchase banner, whatever you want to put there. I'm just going to put my banner. I can shrink it, I can grow it, I can center it. So if your logo is squished, Brenda, go ahead and just hit grow, 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 or just leave it like that and email me and I'll fix it for you. You may just have to delete that snippet and then add another snippet and maybe it'll work better. So it says, welcome to the company family. This is a merge field. It was brought here and added by coming to Insert, Merge Fields, and going to Company. Company fields, company fields. If you do not want a merge field there, you can change it to Our. So you can change this verbiage to whatever you want. It's automatically going to say, welcome to our family, Judy, welcome to our family, Tom, and I'm going to hit enter, enter, so it's not so squishy. So you don't have to change this right now, but make sure that you come in and change this to your personality. I would not say we appreciate your business. I'd say, oh my gosh, I am so excited to have you as part of my family. But you need to put in your personality because people buy from people. They don't buy from emails. They don't buy from companies. They buy from you. If you have any questions, please give us a call. It will automatically bring in your company phone number. It's brought in here from the company fields. Again, we welcome you. Have a great day of the week is another merge field, and it will also bring in your company name, but you can change it to our wonderful team. Cool? Cool. You ready to move on? I want to make sure. Perfect. One more thing I want to show you before we move on. You can always come to Format, and you can change the style and give it some color if you want to. If you want to brand it and give it color, do it. It's already set at ready. I'm going to go back to sequence, and you'll notice it's going to wait 1 day, and then it says, are you social? We're going to double click right there. Double click again. Let's put our banner in there. I'm going to center mine. And you may be thinking, I don't even have social media yet. I don't want to put Are You Social. You can change this to whatever you want, and you can change the date timer to whatever you want. You may want to invite them to your family, and then you may want to wait 2 days and say, have you, logged into our membership site yet? You may want to wait 3 days and say, hey, were you able to, read the first chapter? You may wait 1 day and say, are you social? This is for you to decide when you want to communicate with this person after they purchased. With my business, I'm going to give them their login name for their membership site. And then I'm going to wait 1 day and ask them if they had any problems getting into the site. And then I'm going to wait 1 more day and say, hey, have you started using the ideas and do you need any help? Because I want to make sure if they're paying that money per month, I want to make sure they're getting value. And if they're having some kind of problem, I want to know immediately. So this says, good morning. Now, I wouldn't have good morning there because it's not going to send it in the morning. So I'd have, hi again. Contact first name. We're happy to have you in our family. Now, I don't know if I'd use family many times, especially if you're like a financial advisor. I don't think I'd do family. Thank you for, joining our team or our group. I don't know if family is really good for everybody, but again, put in your own personality. It might be, we're happy to have you at our gym. We're glad that you're going to be getting fit with us. If you're a bridal company, hey, we're happy to have you as, one of our members or one of our brides. As we mentioned yesterday, we keep the lines of communication with our customers open because we want to, and I'm doing my little air quotes, we want to serve them. Our presence on, and what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that merge field, hit delete, and our presence on social media or Facebook is one of the ways we like to keep in contact with our customers. If you also use, and we're going to change that merge field to Facebook again, click here to contact with us, and what we're going to do here is highlight, click here to contact with us, and I'll wait for you guys to catch up. Highlight, come up to link, and put in your Facebook URL right there. The next sentence can say, we also like to use Twitter. If you're also a Twitter user, here's our Twitter handle. And then you might let them know in that email, we also love to provide, extra value on our social media. So if you join, you may get a little bit of extra, punch for the price. So are we good? Are we ready? Nobody's answering me. Okay, cool. Now again, this email may not be social. It may be, were you able to have access to our site? Please let us know, yes or no if you had access, etc. Once it's done, back to sequence, and it waits 2 days. Now you can always come in and change the timers. Everybody's business is different, and you need to decide how often you want to contact them. It may be every other week. It may be if you're a cleaning company, it may be the day after they got their home cleaned, and then maybe 6 weeks after saying, hey, you may need to get your house cleaned again. This email says simple survey, but it's not really a survey. I'm going to say, want to hear from you. I'm changing the title. And again, I'm very whimsical and very relational, so I like to be a little bit more silly with my titles. You get people to open titles by having, crazy subject lines. The best one I ever saw was I'm in love, and I opened it up because they were married. Opened it up and it was just, I'm in love with, might have been a TV show or something, I don't remember. But I remember the subject line. I'm going to double click up here again, and you can either put a new banner here that just says, how you doing? You can make your own banners, and I showed you how to do that on Wednesday with the email builder. But I'm just going to add my logo again, center it, and I might shrink it this time. Just be a little bit different. As we hope you know, our aim is to provide the best service possible. There's that word again. Since you're one of our newer customers, we'd like your opinion. And it says, please reply to this email and share your experience so far. What did you like? More importantly, what can we improve? So mine would be, please reply to this email and let me know, have you used any of the marketing ideas yet? And have you had any results that you either liked or did not like so that I can better serve you? Yours may be, since you're one of our newer customers, we wanted to know how your experience was with getting your home cleaned. I had to buy a new air conditioner this week. It was horrible. They were so good. I left a key under my mat. That's really scary. They came in. They did it in one day. It didn't even look like it was done because it was so clean. They vacuumed up the mess and they left a little note that said thank you. I think that is really cool. And I'm writing them a referral because it was so well done. Again, you can add to this. You can add an image. You can also add a link. So let me show you, instead of saying reply to this email, I can put, please click on the button below to provide feedback. Now I would have a button. So I'm going to come to Insert, Image, and I think I only have a Buy Now button, so I'm going to have to use a Buy Now button. Don't be mad. Actually, I might have some cute little flip-flops in here. I don't. I'll put in the fox. So make believe that's a button. I can shrink it or I can make it bigger. And once I have that little button, I'm going to come here to link. And instead of web address, I'm going to put email address. I'm going to put in where I want them to reply. Again, I talked about this in the email builder. If you're just a one-man show, you might put info at and your company name or support at and your company name, and they think, wow, they have a whole team. It's not just Judy Miller, it's a whole team. But for the sake of time, I'm going to put Judy Miller. And if they click on that, let me show you what happens. I'm going to come up to email preview. And if someone clicks on the little fox, all it does is opens up your email browser with that person's email address, and so they don't have to reply to it. They can just, it's automatically there. So Stan asked where I got the button. I didn't really have a button. I just put my, let me do it again. I came to Insert, clicked on Image. The image will show up wherever you have your cursor. And then I came into my library of images. But if you have a button on your, in a folder, just hit Add New Image, come to my Infusionsoft Fun Stuff, and then you can just add an image. There's the image I'm going to add. Click Insert Update, and there's my button. You can get some great buttons on Icon Finder. Click the link, click the image, come to link, and then you'd put email address. Again, there's not a right answer. We're merely trying to listen. I do not like the word merely, so I would take that out, but make this your own, and then you can also put your Facebook URL there again. We're present on Facebook, put in your Facebook, and Twitter, put in your Twitter, and just get rid of that merge field. And if you want to center the button, you would put your cursor wherever you want that cursor, because you're in the middle of a snippet. Put my cursor here, come out to Insert, Image, and then I choose my image. I'm going to have to use the Fox again because I don't know what button that is. And then your image is centered. Cool? Back to sequence. Now, if you want to send something else, if you want to send more information, you can put another timer. And this one, you might want to wait 6 months. You probably don't have to contact them quite often. And after 6 months, you may send another email that, asks them if they, sends them some information about an upsell. Or in one of these emails, you might ask if they'd like to be part of your newsletter. Or in this email, you might say, refer a friend. Do you have a friend? And we did the refer a friend campaign last week, and you can just add that same, or 2 weeks ago, you can add that same link. So you can keep this going, or that can just be stopped, and then they become part of your newsletter list. So this email might say, hey, you're going to be getting our newsletter now. If you don't want to get it, click here. Once you're done and everything is light green, you're going to come up to the little button up here and hit Publish. One element's not marked as ready. It's an email in here. That's okay. Emails aren't personalized. That's okay. I'm going to hit Publish because it passes the functional inspection. Ta-da! So I'm going to hit Publish. And now it's ready to go. I have the new build. This is coming out in March, so this is kind of a preview for you guys, but it's really cool. Once you publish a campaign, remember these buttons these little circles just used to be in performance mode, a 0 that was blue and a 0 that was orange. Now it tells you you have this many active contacts in your campaign, and you have this many contacts that are queued and waiting for the next step. So that should make you happy. Come back to Edit. My campaign's ready to go. So I'm going to go back to List. And I'm answering your question right now, Reginald, so watch carefully. He's asking, how do you put a group in this campaign or just an individual? First, I'm going to do an individual. I'm going to look for Judy Miller. I can either go into her application, or from this screen, because it's interactive, I can add a tag right here. I'm going to click on that little tag. I'm going to click on the Apply Tags button, and then I remember it was Start. Start New Customer Campaign. And I hit Apply, and it will push her right into that campaign. Ta-da! Let me go into Judy's name, and that's not how I spell my name. I have to do it different each time so you know that I'm really adding myself and I'm not just in here. Here's the tag, Start New Customer. If I scroll down a little bit more and click on the Campaign tab, you'll see start new customer, and that was sent, but it has to be a valid email address. So that's a valid email address. So it sends this email, and then you can see upcoming, are you social, simple survey, and then there's a wait. That's how to put it on an individual record. Let's come to Andrea. The other way to do it is to be inside the person's record. Come to the tag area, find the tag that says start, new customer campaign, hit apply this tag, and then hit the save button. And as soon as you hit save, that person will be catapulted into that campaign. If you have a group of people, so say that yesterday you were at an event and 15 people purchased from the back of the room. You didn't have time because you were busy as a monkey getting stuff done. Now you're sitting at home and you have your new customer campaign completed and published, and you want to add those 15 people and you don't want to do them one by one. Easy. Come to contacts. Find those 15 people. It may be that you start over and you find them with a tag, or you just added them, so you can go to edit, search based on, let me do it, start over. Come to miscellaneous criteria, and I added these people all yesterday, so I'm going to look for created yesterday. And just search for those people because those are the people that purchased. And let me bring up just some people so you can see, because nobody really purchased yesterday, so they're not going to be in there. So make believe these are the people that purchased yesterday. This is the interactive view. I like to do this better on the grid view so I can make sure, yep, all these people purchased, but Charlie Chaplin's credit card didn't go through. Dang it. So he doesn't get the new customer email. Come up to actions. Apply or remove a tag. What tag do you want to apply? Does anyone remember? What tag is going to light the match for this campaign? This tag, Start New Customer Campaign. I hit Save, and then once I hit Process Action, it's automatically going to put them into the campaign. Now just say that these people were already inside Infusionsoft, and they had a prospect tag, and now they're a customer. I can apply the new customer tag to start them in the campaign. I can also come here and tell Infusionsoft, hey Infusionsoft, will you remove the prospect tag? Let me do that again. Remove the prospect tag. And then I want you to apply the customer tag. So it's going to do three things. It's going to start them in the campaign by putting on that tag because that tag begins that campaign. It's going to take off the prospect tag and put on the customer tag. So tomorrow, if I find all my prospects and I want to send them an email and give them a better deal, the people that have the customer tag now won't be in that list anymore, and they won't accidentally get that, hey, we're going to give you 50% off today, and they won't be mad. They'll be a happy camper instead of a mad camper. As soon as I hit process action, all of those things will happen simultaneously. If you go to your campaign builder and you see that you spelled a word wrong or you did something wrong, you always have the ability to come back in here Let's go into performance real quick to show you. There's one person in there because I put myself in. And if you click on this little man, it will tell you who that person is. And it's me. You always have the ability to come in here by double clicking and change whatever you want to change. Here's a Judy Miller fact, a Judy Miller tip. Just say that you have this email right here done and you don't know if you're going to add more emails. Go ahead and put a timer here and make it for 1 month out, just in case you want to add something else here. Because if it gets to the 6-month period and people get this email and after 7 days there's nothing else left, everybody's going to be dropped out of that campaign and you have to put them into a new campaign. So if there wasn't a timer here, as soon as Judy Miller got to this space, after 7 days I would be dropped out of this campaign. But if you have a timer here that waits 1 month, then I'm going to be sitting here queued, waiting for the next thing to happen. And as soon as you publish that next email, I'll get it. So today we built a new customer welcome plus wow. If you wanted to add an upsell in here, you can add an email with an upsell and say, hey, would you like to purchase my gold membership? Put in your little next goal. This is going to be called upsell, interest, or upsell purchase. And if they actually purchase the upsell, they'll go into this sequence that will say, hey, thank you for purchasing blah, 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 and here's your link or whatever. Everything begins with getting people into the system as a contact. Right, Reginald, you have to have the people inside Infusionsoft first. You have to have the campaign published. Once a campaign's published and the contact is inside Infusionsoft, they will automatically you tag them. But if I get a link or if I go to your website and I purchase a product, it will automatically add them and put them here. So let me go to questions and then we'll wrap this thing up. So Reginald asked if everything begins with getting people in the system. If you're using the tag, yes, they have to be in the system and be tagged. But if you have a storefront on your website and it says click here to purchase now, if they click on the purchase now or if they click on an order form, when they fill out that order form, it will automatically add them to Infusionsoft so they don't have to be in there and they will go into the new customer welcome plus wow. Are the campaign merge fields already in Infusionsoft or is this campaign adding those? They don't count against the field limits, Allison, but they're really confusing, so I didn't bring them up. Inside the campaign, inside the email, and I think they're in the campaign. I don't even remember where they are, actually. Oh, I do. I know where they are. Double click. They're located down here, campaign merge fields. And they don't count against your 100. And if you want to learn more about the campaign merge fields, the merge fields for campaigns, go into the Help Center and just look it up and there's a video on it. But you put those merge fields in, and then when you use that, it will automatically populate in every single email that you use that merge field for. My turned into a note page rather than a shopping cart. So what you need to do, if it turned into a note template instead of a shopping cart, you need to click the icon in the right-hand corner, come down, and add purchase product. If you do not have the purchase product icon as a goal, that means that you don't have e-commerce and you'll just come down to apply as a tag. The phone app will be key too, right, for recruiting. The phone app. The phone application inside Infusionsoft and the Snap app will be awesome because as soon as you put them in with your mobile application, you can add a tag. As soon as you add a tag, it will catapult them into whatever campaign that you have that tag starting with, so yes. Could you explain again the process of removing tags so they don't get unwanted campaigns? Sure. So just say that I have a group of people that have the prospect tag. You can do it one of two ways. I'll show you the other way first. I have this group of contacts, Ted. And in this group of contacts, I know that Joseph didn't purchase and Peyton didn't purchase. But all these other people purchased my product. So they're not prospects anymore. They are now customers. So I'm going to come to Actions, and I'm going to hit Apply Remove Tag. I'm going to tell Infusionsoft for those 12 people, I want to apply the tag New Customer and hit Save. And let me get rid of these because I have all these in here. I want to apply the tag Customer, but then I want to come here and I want to do another step, and I want to remove, so I hit the Remove button, and I want to remove the tag Prospect. And once I hit Process Action, it will do that. Now inside Infusionsoft, you may have saved searches. And in my saved searches, on the right-hand side, you can see I have a customer saved search and I have a prospect saved search. As soon as I take the tag prospect off those people, they'll automatically go into my customer because I put the customer tag on. And these saved searches are in our, let me show you my new YouTube channel. I'm going to be sending you this link. This link will have all of our emails on it, all of our videos on it, and the one called Manage Contacts. Manage Contacts right here will go over saved searches. And all these, this is my Refer a Friend campaign. All the videos I'm doing, I'm putting on here so you'll have access to them all the time. And you can pause and fast forward and everything. What if there are multiple prospect or customer tags? If there's multiple prospect and customer tags, I would come into Infusionsoft and clean out your tags. So CRM, Settings, come to your tags. So I have customer and there's 18 people in that. Do I have a second page? I might have a second page. So there's 18 people in there. If I had another customer tag with no people in it, I would just delete it. Hope that makes sense. For new people who buy, you can remove the prospect tag inside. Yes, Allison, I was going to show that. I was going to show that second because I said there's two ways to do it. The other way that you can get rid of the prospect tag and add the customer tag is actually automated inside the campaign builder. When they become a customer, I'm going to double click the new customer welcome plus wow sequence. Move this start over. I'm going to come down to process, grab a tag. Double click and tell Infusionsoft, when this person becomes a customer and starts in this campaign, I want you to remove the prospect tag. I know I have a prospect tag. I don't know why it's not showing up. I'm just going to create one right now because I can't find it. Remove one tag. Move this over a little bit. And then I also want you to connect those together. Double click. And I want you to apply the customer tag. So as soon as they get into that campaign, it will remove one tag and apply one tag. It doesn't show you what tag it applies, so you can come here to Notes, Add New Customer Tag, Removes Prospect Tag. Move that right over there so you know exactly what it does. If you have a tag mess, I would go in and clean up my mess. I'd find everyone with customer, or is it best to have customer and prospect tags that are campaign specific? I don't think I would. I think I would have customer. I don't know. I have to think about that. I think that if you have a membership site and you also have a product, I would have a tag customer membership site or customer product, because you may have a membership site that has videos or somebody just purchased your book. And if they're just a customer, then you wouldn't be able to decipher between the ones that, unless you did a search on product. So I would definitely have a tag product membership site or customer membership site, customer book. Then to the people that have the book, you can upsell the membership site, and the people that have the membership site, you can upsell the book based on their tag. Any other questions? I'm going to ask a question now. Do you think this was helpful, and would you like to see more of them? Because next Friday is our last one, and if you guys really like them, because I think they're kind of fun, I will see about doing more. So let me know. Yes, yes, yes. So we have one next week. So let me go back to my slide deck. Again, I put this slide in here because it's really important. Gray means not ready. Light green with stripes means it's ready, but it's not published. And emerald green means published. I put in a delete fail asking them to change these colors so you can see them easier, and hasn't been approved yet, but maybe it will. Next week, Mindy is going to do our last make it, take it that we're allowed to do right now, or that we're approved to do. And hers is creating an appointment reminder campaign. So if someone sets an appointment with you, how to have a campaign run on those dates to remind them. Awesome. And you can find our library of recordings on our YouTube channel that we just created. I created it last Saturday because I just get too many emails saying, hey, can you send me the recording? So I put them in a place for you. I made a bit.ly link. It's called Basic Training Fun. And I'll send you this slide deck so you guys will have access to that. I had a questions. There we go. And always, thank you. So Allison, you won't need to get the recording of next week. You can just go to the YouTube channel and it will be on there probably in the afternoon of that day. So we're going to try to put all the webinars on there. And then every 2 weeks, I'm going to take off my past 2 week ones that I do every week and just have the most recent ones up there so that you don't have 17,000 videos there. Please send the slide deck, as that is good to see. I'm going to send the slide deck, so awesome. And I just have to tell you one more thing before I hang up, because I just think this is such a good idea. When that air conditioner guy put that little note on my table that said thank you, I thought the best thing for an air conditioning company, get a little box of hot tamales and a couple little peppermint patties and say, hey, it was cool to help you with your heat and your cool, and give them hot tamales and peppermint patties. Isn't that a cute idea? So I'm going to make them a little basket and bring it to them with hot tamales and peppermint patties in to thank them, even though I gave them, $5,000 for an air conditioner. So the YouTube channel again is http bit.ly, so it's bit.ly/basic training fun. So I appreciate you guys. This is the best part of my day. I just can't wait to do this, and it makes an hour go by so flippin' fast you wouldn't believe it. Plus, I really feel like helping you get these campaigns going will really help you get Infusionsoft working for you. So last week we did holiday. The week before that we did refer a friend. The refer a friend is actually on the Basic Training Fun website, YouTube channel. And go in there and try it out. Even if you don't have a customer yet, ask a friend if you can drop them in a campaign and see how it works, or just drop yourself in. This stuff works. And once you have a customer and you keep them happy, ask them for referrals. So thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I think this is my 7th webinar this week, so my voice is going to be happy to rest it for a while. And I really appreciate you guys, especially the people that come back time and time again to learn. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm glad that you're giving Infusionsoft a chance. It gets easier and easier, I promise. Brenda is going to be writing me next week going, oh my gosh, Judy, I can do this without you now. And she's not going to come to any more webinars. But thank you so much. We will let you know on our website, on the YouTube channel. We actually are going to have the links right here. You're going to have to copy and paste them, but you're going to be able to see show more, and it's going to show you all of our links. So you can just copy and paste those and register for them. It's the only place I know where to put them, so check in there once in a while to see if we have any other webinars. If you can't make it, please go ahead and watch them and then just make a comment if it was helpful to you. Thank you so much. I hope that some of you are coming to ICON. It's the first week in March. If you don't know anything about it, go to icon16.com and take a look. I'll be presenting Campaign Builder Basics, and if you're there, please find me and say hello. Everybody knows who I am, so just say, "Where's Judy?" Thank you for joining us. I'm super, super excited to hear about the campaigns that you guys have created. If you get it started, put me in there and let me see it. I want to be part of your victories. Thank you so much and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.